Happy Thursday. Welcome to our first online video. So today I'm going to go over I'm going to go over the assignments that are due by next week. One of them that's due tomorrow, which is the standard thing. And I'm going to talk about what we're going to do in next week's class too. So first things first, I'm going to show you our Blackboard shell. Ta-da, here it is. So this is our Blackboard shell. We call them shells. That's just the lingo that we use for it. Let's start off with looking at the course schedule. And in fact, not the course schedule, the calendar and the due dates. So today is the 29th. Tomorrow is the 30th, and that's when the first assignment is due. But this is an assignment that's due for every student in the whole school. It's called the no-show assignment. And it's basically there especially for the online classes, to make sure that people are going to be in the course. Because if they didn't sign in, they didn't read the syllabus, they're not able to get to the rest of the work. And that no-show assignment is a part of getting to the rest of the work. If someone doesn't complete that, then they'll be administratively dropped from the course. So let's go back to the content. And the first thing you should do is do the start here stuff. Start here. In fact, let me go to student mode so I'll see it exactly how you see it. Do, 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 do. That took a while. All right, so here's in student mode, and we have start here, and it'll force you to read the syllabus information. It's important to know the syllabus of your classes. So I suggest doing that. And then it has a no-show assignment, and hit launch. You'll answer the questions in there. Oh my gosh. This is this is doing a lot. All right, so once you've done that, the lessons folder should be available to you. All right, so 100. You know what? One of the teachers did text me and say that the folder wasn't opening. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna open it. All right, so now the lessons folder should be is visible to you. That's weird. All right. So glad we did this. Glad we did this. All right, so in the lessons folder is the course cornerstones. These are the lessons that you're supposed to look at for homework, the writing process, and the 5 paragraph essay structure and strategy. And then we have the narrative essay, Why I Am Here. So here are the assignment details. So it says, in this essay, you will explain personal experiences and reflect on how they have helped you get to where you are today. When writing a piece such as this, it is important to explain your attitudes and beliefs about the event itself, and how it has shaped your life to where you are, to be where you are now. A successful essay will include the following: a clear and concise thesis statement that tells the readers the point or purpose of the paper, sufficient details about your main points and how they have helped shape your present, a clear organization of thoughts and events, relatively few grammar and spelling errors, and successful exemplification of essay structure. Now, I'm going to explain to you um, what the essay is in regular talk. So, the essay is titled Why I Am Here. You can make here mean whatever you want here to mean. It could be here at GTC. It could be here in Gwinnett County. It could be here in Georgia, here in the United States. It can be here on earth in existence. It could be here as a father, mother, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, cousin, godfather, godmother, best friend. You can make it mean whatever you need it to mean, whatever you want it to mean. Once you have what your here is, you're going to choose 3 main points or 3 reasons why you are here. Let's say your here is GTC. And so let's say your thesis statement might be, I am at Gwinnett Technical College to create and build a better life for myself. And let's say your 3 main points, the things that make up that thesis statement, or things that support that thesis statement, or the reasons for that thesis statement might be, I'm here at GTC to get a degree. I'm here at GTC to make more money. And I'm here at GTC to make my family proud. And thesis statement, I'm here at GTC to make a better life for myself. That thesis statement should encapsulate all of those main points. Um, your thesis statement should encapsulate all of the main points, or you can add your main points to the thesis statement. You can say, I am here at GTC to get a degree, to make more money, and to make my family proud of me so that I can build a better life for myself. Those 3 main points are going to be your body paragraphs. So each body paragraph focuses and gives details about those 3 main points. So tell us in one body paragraph, tell us how much money you're going to make, how much more money that is. Um, you can talk about almost anything, give any details, any thoughts you have about you making more money. Or then talk about the getting a degree. Which degree is it? How'd you come upon deciding to get this degree? Did you have a degree before? Was there a program that was competing in your heart between going with this one or that one? You can talk about anything as long as it's about that degree, you getting that degree. And then making your family proud. Who's in your family? Who do you want to make proud the most? Who's encouraging you? Or who's hating on you and giving you the the hater energy to, you know, progress in your academic career. Um, use those main points to to flesh out your essay. And of course, your conclusion paragraph, introduction paragraph, conclusion paragraph, same thing, reverse order. You'll see that in the essay structure lessons. Okay, so when you when you come in on Wednesday, you'll have your paper. I'll have you bring up your paper on you can bring it up on your laptop if you have a laptop, or you can bring it up on the computers in the classroom. And I'm going to give you the MLA formatting lesson. And as long as you have your paper, we can MLA format your paper right there in the classroom. And if you're done with the rough draft, you can submit it in the classroom too. In fact, I'll probably have you submit while we're in class, and then you can submit later too. I'll probably have you do that just to make sure that you don't miss submitting for the rough draft. You can submit as many for our essays, you can submit as many times as you want until the deadline. You can submit 10 times. What I'm going to see is the last thing you submit. But as long as you have the assignment in there, especially for the rough draft, you'll get the points. The rough draft, you submit at least an introduction paragraph, you'll get all 50 points for the rough draft. But I would like you to submit as close to the final draft requirements as possible. So have all 5 paragraphs. We'll MLA formatted in class. Try to get as close to 750 words as possible and submit it. The more you give me, the more I can help you with. So if you give me just an introduction paragraph, that's all I'm going to help you with. I'll help you with the introduction, and then I'll move on to the next paper. So for the final draft has to be 750 words. That's the word count for it. You can go over 750 words, but for every 100 words you are below 750, 5 points come off. And I have to penalize you because if I don't penalize you, then, well, I have to penalize you, and I choose to penalize you with the 5 points instead of just a zero. Um, for the requirements of this course to have accreditation, you have to write a certain number of words as final drafts that you send in. And 750 for 3 essays is the minimum for that. So make sure you get up to the word count. I'll do a word count on your essays when I get them, and as long as they're not 100 words below 750, below the word count, then you're all good. So that means if it's 649 words, 5 points come off, 549, 5 points, another 5 points come off, 449, another 5 points come off. And yeah, it just goes down from there. So if you find that you're having a hard time making the word count, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go into your body paragraph and just give another example of that main point. Give another example, give another uh, detail, give another piece of support. So if you're talking about your family, um, talk about another family member in there. Just add another family member and see if you get 25 more words. And then go on to another body paragraph if you need more words and just give another example. Um, if it was about the making more money, give another thought that you have about money, whether it's important, might not be important um, to you. And yeah, just rock it out. All right. That's all. That's all. Yeah, we're gonna we're jumping right into writing essays. I want to see what you can do right off the bat, and then I'll give you feedback, and then we can do the final draft before we get into the harder things like doing research and quotes and works cited page and citations and stuff like that. So that's all. All right, I'll see you on Wednesday. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. I'll get back to you later.